Hey church, it's Pastor Geoffrey with the weekly video blog update for the coming weekend, which is November 29th and 30th. Here we are as we enter the last week of November, your pastor's favorite week of the year. It is Thanksgiving week, and so many great opportunities to worship the Lord as well as serve the community in His name are afoot for us. It's Tuesday here at the office, and a few things to update you on what we're going to do this week. First off, we are not going to have our normal Wednesday night activities because we are going to be preparing for Thanksgiving. No opportunity for a fellowship meal on Wednesday night, no Bible study on Wednesday night this week. Some of us are going to be up at the church in the fellowship hall preparing for what's going on Thursday, where we will host a community Thanksgiving Day meal at 5 p.m. on Turkey Day. And so opportunities to come and to serve and to participate in that dinner are all around us. If you plan to come, please let us know. We're trying to make sure we've got enough food for everybody. I was telling Kat a little bit earlier how this event has grown so much. Starting our first year here, we only had like 17 to 18 people, I believe, and then we went into the 20s the year after that. And then last year we were over 30, and maybe this year we might hit 40 people. Opportunities to be able to come and see what the Lord is doing. Opportunities to invite people if they don't have a place to go. We don't want anybody alone on the holiday, and so bring them over to the church and we'll have a good time of just praying thankfulness for the Lord and His great bounty towards us, and an opportunity to share a meal together. And so that's going on Thanksgiving Day on Thursday. That means there's no BSF Bible study this week either. They're off this week for Thanksgiving week, so ladies will be back the first week of December, but no BSF on Thursday, just a Thanksgiving Day meal and a great opportunity to have some fellowship time. Then we move into the weekend, and on Saturday morning, the 29th, the men are going to be back together for a breakfast and book study. We're going back to our book, which is called The Quest for Character, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what we learn about that. And so that's an opportunity, men, for breakfast and a book study conversation that starts at 9 a.m. And then after that, about 11 a.m., we're going to have a finance team meeting. So if you are a trustee or a deacon, we're going to get an opportunity to talk about where we are with the finances of the church, talk about the budget for the coming year, and so good opportunity to be able to see where we are and where we're going and what the Lord might want us to do as we go into the next year. And so, men, I look forward for you being a part of that. And then we move into Sunday, and Sunday we have finished up the first 6 chapters of the book of Daniel, and we're going to start the last 6 chapters of the book of Daniel as we start chapter 7 with a sermon entitled The Four Beasts. Daniel splits up nicely right in the middle. The first 6 chapters talking a lot about Daniel and events of the past in Daniel's life. When we start chapter 7, we look more to the future. It's the more prophetic part of the book. Not only is Daniel looking forward to prophecy that is in front of him and what the Lord says is going to come in his life, but also what's going to come in the future for us as well, because a lot of the prophecies in the last half of Daniel have yet to be fulfilled. A good number of them have, but a lot of them have not. And so as we move later on in the book of Daniel, we're going to see a lot more of those things where you're going to hear your pastor say these things are to come. And there's an element of that even this weekend as we begin Daniel chapter 7, talking about a vision that Daniel had about 4 beasts. Many of those have come and gone, but there's another one that's waiting out in front of us that we're going to discuss at length this week. And that's the plan for the week. Not as many activities this week because it is a holiday week, so opportunity to come together for a meal on Thanksgiving Day, and then a few more activities for the men on Saturday and a great worship service on Sunday. So hope you guys are going to have a great Thanksgiving week. Great if you guys are able to get together with family and just share the love of the Lord with them over a meal on Thanksgiving Day. But if I see you at the church, I'm going to look forward to that as well on Thursday. So hope you guys are going to have a great week, and we'll see you at the church. Love you guys.